Nobody knows what it's like to live as an Indigenous person unless you're Indigenous. You can study us, you can get degrees on us. Still, at the end of the day, when you're walking into an institution, you're not turned away because of the color of your skin.
Most Quebecers believe racism and systemic discrimination are problems for Indigenous people. In an online Léger survey of non-Indigenous Quebecers, 92% of respondents say they feel First Nations community members are subject to racism and discrimination.
Okay, it's nice that you see it. But what are you going to do about it? It's like seeing a person drowning. It's like, yeah, we see them drowning. Are you going to throw them a life jacket, or are you just going to watch?
The online Léger survey was commissioned by the Assembly of the First Nations Quebec Labrador to get a better picture of the progress made in recent years. It polled 1,002 non-Indigenous Quebecers from July 17 to 23rd. 61% said they had never made racist comments or been prejudiced against First Nations people themselves.
They can say racist things without even thinking about it.
Well, a lot of times it's just stereotyping or microaggressions. So I think that when people don't acknowledge their own racism, then we can't really address racism.
When my middle son had a very bad diaper rash, I brought him to his pediatrician, and his pediatrician looked at him, turned to me and said, well, it's just a diaper rash, so I'm not going to call youth protection on you.
Like when I go to stores, like the people that work there, they're gonna like walk through my aisle, and like I can see that they're kind of looking.
Like we had the Viennes Commission that did a entire inquiry about racism in public institutions. So it's really now up to government to put things into action.
Quebec launched an action group to combat systemic racism in June after the death of George Floyd sparked worldwide protests. The mandate to take into account the specific realities experienced by people from visible minority groups.
If you have someone who is more in a position of power to push that forward, then there'll be change. Then they'll have to address it. But do they want to do that?
Well, I mean, he didn't include any Indigenous people to look at it. He's denied systemic racism, so he is definitely part of the problem.
In a statement to City News, the Quebec Cabinet of Indigenous Affairs says we pay extremely special attention to Aboriginal issues when it comes time to talk about racism in Quebec. Work is continuing and recommendations will be tabled in the fall of 2020 so that lasting changes can be implemented as quickly as possible.
They educate themselves more. They can have a better perspective of Indigenous history of today and why a lot of Indigenous people are struggling.
In Montreal, Alyssia Rubertucci, City News.